And it's going to symbolize over... It's around one custom objective. This IDAP truck that is loaded with money. So we're going to have some NATO guys around it, some IDAP forces around it. Have a nice little infantry team right here. I'm going to grab the IDAP guys. Men.
High command.
This is high command, send traffic.
Can we get a couple more of the boxes, the brown boxes at base? We're having trouble loading shit into them.
What do you mean?
I can't put shit into them, like literally.
Roger, I will quickly delete and respawn them. Laws of War added a few nice glitches that we have to accommodate for. Alright, so for whatever reason, we can't seem to...
Sacred. Do not take anything from the box. You may only give to the box.
Okay, just, yeah, run in front of me. I just saw an inventory. Okay, they're able to do that one. And we'll do that one too, let me check. But I was able to go into that inventory. This is high command, both boxes are enterable. So, yeah. I don't want to copy and paste because it's not going to copy the contents of the box with them.
Now. Don't know what the hell's going on.
So what, they're trying to swing back? This is high command. All forces should be trying to pull back, otherwise I will keep making the previous AO more difficult. Actually, I can't use a Blackfoot because it would just murder people. It has the range to engage at base. Let me just tank urban purpose and then put this puppy right
Echo
here.
to command.
Because I don't know why we have an entire squad of guys over here, but they're clearly not getting the memo. So we'll keep that on patrol. If I do a Blackfoot, they're gonna basically get shot at base, and that's no fun. So anyway, let's keep making our new AO here. It is assigned, right? Alright, cool. So IDAP forces, we're going to have the Grenadine guys, have a commander, have a few guys right here, and then we're going to put up some roadblocks. So APC, fuel, we'll put a Panther over here.
Squad lead, let me know when you guys are ready to go again.
Cut the fuel of that. Simple sentries. And then the rest we'll just have as guys coming in. So to recycle the civilians from the previous op, I'm going to grab them. Hopefully a good amount survived. What do you mean about the broken banana truck? I don't know what the broken banana truck is. I'm uneducated. AI, re-garrison these guys. So that puts them around. Cool. Let's also grab this puppy. From people dying, I'm willing to bet some of them might be taking contact from that tank. Let's put down a gendarmerie force right here. No, come on, flip around. There we go. And this is kind of the deal that's taking place. I'm also going to put an assault squad on this patrol right here.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
And then, of course, I'm going to have NATO patrolling over here. And we're going to put down a Hemet. Let's see, CTRG, do I have? Yep, I have sentries to work for these additional things. This is High Command. Be advised, there are also hidden objectives within the op. The first objective, for example, you were to take food and water trucks. There may be food and water trucks that you may find in this AO as well that you might want to consider taking, as well as any other vital supplies such as backpack drones. You get it. Just keep your minds open. This will all be further explained later in the week. So we'll get that going, and then Hemet.
Alpha, are you ready to go?
No, we want to transport Hemet. Yep, and we'll put that right over here. That should be perfect. So now let's set up some Gendarmerie patrol forces here, and then we'll also have some FIA guys ready to go. So let's go into that tab, Infantry, Gendarmerie patrol. We can do that. We can do that.
Command Ghost team.
After that,
Go ahead, Ghost.
Are we clear to step off and ready?
Absolutely.
Roger.
and just send those guys around as well. Perfect. Some simple patrols, again making this a simple op, but I'm also going to have our FIA guys ready to go over here. So, full weapon squads, boop, boop, and boop.
Current command to high command, do you copy?
This is High Command, send traffic.
Will unarmed guerrillas be treated as civilians?
Unarmed guerrillas, can you define why you asked that question?
If a member of Ghost Squad disarmed himself,
Right,
He'd be switched to
negative,
civilian?
negative. That's because of server resources, switching player factions like that constantly is not a good idea for server load, so I'm gonna have to say no.
understood, thanks.
Stuff like that's better when we have the simple like tier 3 ops or even the upcoming tier 4 ops, because the server, it takes a lot of resources to do that properly, and it's just not worth it a lot of the time. So we're gonna say all of that stuff was recovered. They're grabbing their Vic and heading
Bravo, are you
back.
ready to go?
Bravo is ready to go.
I put this tank down.
Charlie?
Got a few weapons out and about. Otherwise, I
Second in
hope they
command,
got
Charlie.
their supplies in order.
Are you guys
Some order.
Then you got some guys swimming back right there as well.
ready to go?
Yes. You will be ready to go.
So we're gonna keep the NATO
are you ready to
forces
go?
over here as precaution, all the
Delta's ready.
vehicles as well. And checking
Roger.
back right here. They used a lot of their trucks for that. So I guess I'm gonna have to put down some more civilian Vics to try to
Okay.
help compensate.
Alpha, are you ready to go?
So we'll put a stash of 2 trucks there. Here, we'll even put a Zamek fuel truck over here that they could
Alpha's ready
potentially
to rock and
use.
roll.
Bad frag.
Raptor, is your group ready to go?
We're RTBing now with the last souls saved out of the forest. We did rescue our Vic.
Copy that. Command will be driving transports and then taking them back to base.
Put some stuff
Alpha,
right there.
Bravo, and Charlie and
And
Delta,
there should be
you guys
a
load up
simplistic
into
AO for
trucks
them here as
and
well.
leave the driver's seats open.
The hidden drone will be in the 3rd mission, by the way. This AO's too big, but let me actually take care of that right now. Little difficult to do because I don't want to risk memory leaking because of the damn map, but so we're actually over here, so I'm going to put some FIA guys down over here as well.
Could whoever Komion's squad lead is, could you get him to hop out so I can have someone bring it back to base when you're done?
And then let's
Sure.
see.
Never mind, he's just gonna hop in the back.
Going to need an AF empty. Put that right there, and then we'll also grab Pelican drone. And we'll put it at this little small camp back here. See if they can get those looted without them getting blown up by, like, grenades or something. And we'll see the effect of that in the third map. And don't worry, Aper's mine dispensers will be used in future ops. Hopefully by the player base, but some may also be used against them. So not a bad AO here as well. Again, small, but really focusing on these heavier assets that will become huge threats if they are not dealt with by the AT gunners. So Recon's going to get eyes on from up here, and hopefully this won't be
There's
too
marked on
overbearing.
map.
But the
Feel free
main
to go a different
issue
way if you want to be a special snowflake.
will be the FIA guys that are going to come in and try to, again, take this equipment for themselves. So I'm just setting these guys up as units right now, ready to pounce on the AO. This factory will also be the site of an op later in the campaign I have designated, but right now we're just focusing on Tanuka. So they're loading up in trucks. We'll see what they bring back. But things like vehicles, for example, will be important because those need to be managed, and then they've also got the food trucks. So the whole thing about the income here is someone already managed to kill themselves. I think he hopped out of his buddy's truck, which, you know, is nice. But, yeah, so the whole, like, the simple upkeep system I have going is 1 food truck and 1 water truck per week. So, you know, we've got the food storage right here. That's just a prop. We got the water storage. That's just a prop. So the
Alpha,
next time
watch
they come
out
on the
for
server,
enemies in
these
those
will be missing,
buildings
but they'll
since we
still have
haven't
those too. So it's
covered
also
that area
very
yet.
advantageous to check out this facility
We're
here
gonna
because
go
this will
around,
give
but
them
this is Delta.
an extra
Our
water
driver just
and
left
food
one
truck.
of our guys at the base.
So again, just insight on what I'm trying to use this campaign for. Now I think they're pretty much done over here, so I'm going to delete some of this stuff. From this AO, you can't
One
double back,
truck is going back to base now.
but I'll leave that outbound Vic right there.
Yeah, Delta bases. Delta car is
So I
going
think
back
they're
to
coming
our guy.
back to grab Ghost Warrior, who jumped out of the Vic. What the hell are these guys doing? They also grabbed a sedan. That would actually be useful for Ghost Team because it's a 4-person vehicle. Not sure if you can sit anyone on that 5th seat, but that Larry guy is still AFKing in the corner, and the campfires are still burning bright. So, we'll see how this all plays out. It'll be easy for them to push in, but they need to be quick, otherwise they might be overwhelmed by FIA and potential
Here goes.
NATO forces to come in.
Be advised, we have secondary objective, possible Tanoa Sugar Company, have 2 times vehicles we can abscond with. Transports, looks like they can carry about like 8 people in them.
Yep, that is one of the things they could potentially loot.
Understood.
Multiple gendarmerie
tougher one's
there,
over here.
small outlying patrols.
So I love
Should be a quick
how
snatch and grab if possible.
what stats already catching on, but that's expected of him
Bravo,
because he's a
your
fucking
task is
tier
to
5
meet
for
the
Christ's sake. He should know
secondary
these.
sugar company.
So it's good to see that he is quickly PIDing stuff. Now I'm going to put a gendarmerie vehicle out of their field of view. I'm going to put 2 down actually, and these are the Vics that, you know, these guys have been using to patrol around with. So, just to, you know, make that a bit sweeter, and it's also to upkeep with all the off-roads and trucks that they're leaving behind in previous AOs, but this is as they get used to the op. I wish we could do bananas, but bananas are part of ACE. Engineers can't fix vehicles again? Well... Oh.
All vehicles be advised, ambush on the road, ambush on the road.
They just... That wasn't even an ambush. They just drove, like, right into... Well... That... They're just patrolling their territory, but at least it'll make the third mission seem, better. Awesome, we got a full player base. Oh, man, I knew, because, you know, this is the third mission right here. Oh, God, this isn't gonna go well. This is gonna be very... Yeah, alright.
Command
So-
update.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be good.
Command was taken out by the ambush. Ground forces are engaging them
No,
now.
I'm trying to update you.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Roger. Town of Tanawa heavily patrolled.
At least this means there'll be less
At least,
infantry for them to fight.
15 infantry. Also have one on site, 1 times APC Marshal.
That's gonna make everyone freak out. Now the fighting's gonna be
Understood. Do you
over
have eyes on the
here.
objective?
Negative. We do have
War
eyes
Games is
on
in the
a
house as
Xanax
well.
patrol.
And War, I will tell you right now, if you update to the new build with TLC, have your Zeuses be really careful, because there's a bug right now where if I go into map, I have a very high chance of just randomly crashing.
Command also be advised, secondary objective
Deadwalker got
again,
dropped.
east of Tanawak. Warehouse compound, grid 091.
What do we have over here? So we have
101
Comey and Vic
Markham F12.
basically following these guys in. And now there's just going to be a massive firefight as the FIA
Alpha, that'll be your objective.
fight this faction here. And it's going to be tough for them because this
Alpha
was
here.
meant to be the third objective. Right
Your
now,
objective will be the Hemet on the east side.
technically, they're prepping the ambush. So I
Got
have
it.
all of the infantry from that ambush kind of over in this area at my disposal. So they're going to start calling these forces back, actually. This has turned out really interesting. Because now the base is under attack, so all the squads I had that were going to come in are just going to start pouring into here now. And I'll do a head count of how much AI I have left, but... Yeah... Crazy stupid luck, am I right? Yeah, good thing you run 2 Zeuses per op.
Echo to command.
But yeah, these guys are basically now...
Go ahead,
The
Echo.
FIA know this territory well, so
I
it's
see you want to
understandable
start
that
on the,
a
western
lot of
attack road.
casualties that are going to be going on right now. Meanwhile,
Is that
more
correct?
Vics are coming up to
That's correct.
reinforce. These guys need to be really careful because they're out of Vics. 6 trucks, 6 off-roads, and they're out of Vics. But at the very least,
Squad
this
leads,
is
can you
all
make
the
sure your
FIA
drivers are being
forces
careful
that are
and
going to
not
be
destroying the
possible
wheels
here.
of every vehicle we own?
So, Syndicate Forces player base is going to bring in reinforcements, but
Stuck at the ambush. Freeze strong.
they need to pull back. They can't keep throwing in units here because
See that?
otherwise
The reinsert's
this is just
coming
going to
help
turn
you
into a
hit
miss.
Something, and now our wheels
Big
are
mess.
gone.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, these squads are definitely fucked. They need to heavily pull back here, or else they're just gonna keep getting themselves bottlenecks. So Derek and a buddy decided to take the SDV and drive in. But also, for the record, before people playing on the ground watch this back and bitch at me, I did head count. All of the FIA forces that are down on the map are, or at least were, going to be the amount of FIA that we had in both the second and third mission combined. Because I did a lot of balancing between body armor and not. But think about it this way. You just hit a hornet's nest before it basically used half of its force to ambush you at the second objective. So now you're going to start taking that entire force to kill you. Because I know for a fact I'm going to get shit from this. Also, another thing, I don't know why the driver didn't just like completely push through the contact. He kind of slowed down and got that entire squad killed. Now we just have this scenario. Meanwhile, that money deal is going to keep going on for at least another 30 minutes before it exchanges hands. How's Comion's group doing? It looks like they have deployed. They're parking the Vic right here. This is High Command to Barty Lord. Do you copy? Or whoever, Grizzly, are you in command of the squad? Any of them?
That would be me, Alpha Squad.
Alright, I'm going to repair your Vic. My apologies for not getting back to you sooner. The unthinkable happened. I had to completely rebalance this mission and the next mission, so I've been very busy with numbers. I just repaired your Vic manually, and I will tackle that engineering issue later.
Thank you, your Lieutenant.
No problem. Trying to select something so I can hit the F key and move over. But, yeah, just had to completely rebalance this AO. I wonder if they're going to try to grab their Vic back and continue on, or if they're going to, you know, keep throwing men back and forth here. But I do have that money convoy on a timer. If it keeps going off without a hitch for another, like, 27 minutes now, it's, they're going to be able to, you know, finish it and go on their merry way, and Mission 2 will be a fail. And that's going to suck, because that money is going to go into basically buying new vehicles, and whatever it's Cholt decides on where that money should go for next week. So these guys are just down to a 4-man fire team.
Does anyone know how large this ambush force is on the road?
Yeah, it's not an ambush force. You're
The
literally...
ambush force is almost taken out.
Oh, they wish, dude. There's a massive amount of reinforcements coming in. But they, yeah, it's not meant to be an ambush. That's just the heart of their fucking territory. But the first ever Zeus mission I uploaded on my channel was actually an op done in this compound. So this is a little, sentimental for me. Just kind of celebrating how far I've come, but once again, the player base is messing up a bit. But I'm not going to actually criticize the player base too much, other than the fact that they're still throwing units in here when this is all a needless engagement from the actual objective. So I'm going to quickly check with Recon. Looks like What's That is repositioning his guys. They're coming down a bit closer. The only issue is 4 people are not going to be able to take out this AO. I don't care if they're tier 4 or tier 5 level. APC, Panther, bunch of NATO guys. There's no way.
Go Delta.
There is still ambush forces on either side of the road. There is like 3 in each fire team.
Yeah, so now the reinforcements are going to start
Delta,
showing
if
up.
you want to just go around this thing, go for it. We're not even really close to the objective yet.
We're only 2 people strong right now.
They need to
I'm
pull
saying
back.
if you want to disengage, go for it.
So I'm going to set those guys on a waypoint there to defend that station. Why did I just type that in? I meant to type something else in, but we can just find it. I'm going to say one of the drones they have at base. I'm not going to take away from that, but I'm going to say they're going to get a drone up in the air and check out what the fuck is going on. So, drone. We'll do the new Pelican drone. Of course, we gotta, you know, include crew in the damn thing. We'll put that puppy over. Has a nice little sound to it. and it'll start getting like eyes on what the hell's going on here because we have this massive force coming in. So yeah, second mission has really just turned into the third mission, but they don't know what's over here because a spy within this faction was going to say, hey, you know, they've got this supply base right here. But now the main garrison of this base has been taken out here, but now all of those ambush forces are coming in. We're gonna have a massive firefight between the factions.
Man, Ghost Team, what's the
Drones
situation?
can't call cluster strikes.
We're getting hankered down by a small patrol that ambushed us. on the road.
Small patrol. Oh, I cannot
Roger,
wait for
put
this
the engine
debrief because this wasn't a small patrol. This was a patrol right next to there. I can't keep. I need to stop saying it because I've said it so many times already. They're literally just suppressing this entire advance. Frames are actually pretty nice right now, too. Start popping rockets back and forth.
Alright, command, this is Delta.
Go ahead, Delta.
So I'm gonna break
My
my
squad
rule
is
a bit
supporting
just
Extra
to.
squads coming in.
Here, I'm gonna
from the
actually
northwest of the
2,
ambush.
4, 5,
Copy
6,
that.
7, 8, and that'll
all
give
squad
me.
leads dealing with that ambush. If you can, go ahead and disengage into the woods.
Oh, that's the wrong group of
Vehicles
infantry.
fall back to base, and infantry move up to the rally point that I'm marking right now.
I'm just kind of setting up the third mission a bit prematurely here because this is absolutely nuts.
Everyone except Alpha reorganize at that rally point and then get ready to move into the town.
But it looks like they're gonna call everyone back now because yeah, this is just a massive firefight that has broken out. Not really a small patrol, but hey, on the bright side, there's no FIA ambush that's going to happen right here. So it looks like Grizzly's team, they actually swung around. They might be able to get those vehicles out, but there's some fire being taken. So these guys, I'm going to react as I had reacted accordingly with this plan. The Panther is going to manage this group, and the Marshal was going to go manage the factory if things went awry. Hopefully the Panther won't run over its friendlies. I spoke too soon. Just bring me back in here, for fuck's sake. I don't want to watch that. That was horrible. They're making good progress, though. Some guys that are staying, but we're gonna... Oh, I got dropped so hard it put me through the map. We've got 6 guys still up. Some are still pushing through as well. This is High Command and Ground Command. You copy? High Command to Ghostly. Do you copy? Please tell me they didn't get
Send
fucked
traffic.
too. Roger, be advised, I just got off the phone with a contact within an enemy faction. It appears that they are taking massive contact from our guys. Apparently we hit close to one of their supply bases. I was gonna have it as the third mission, but this all happened. So where the ambush is
Roger
going on
that.
right now, there's apparently a supply cache close to that area. If you can secure it, that can be done. I will start to assign that mission right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and assign mission 3, because at this point we can sweep both away. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Here, we'll put it on top of him right there. So that is basically just explore around the designated marker, which is right there. Find that main supply cache right there, and then just secure the area. That was going to be the last mission, but at this rate, this is what happened. So Hobb just went down. He traded with that guy. Deadwalker's going to push him. There's a guy right under the bush right there.
Alpha is engaged in a major way at the Hemet point.
Bravo, sit rep.
He heard your footsteps. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Bravo team, sit rep.
So yeah, this group's already
Charlie
coming
team,
in. They've got Monodic as a medic though, so he'll be able to get these guys up. But yeah, that ambush
You're
was
scattered
absolutely
around.
nuts. We've got another 30 minutes before
Many
that
up on
money truck gets out of here. But look at this,
Where are
they
you
found the
scattered
Hemet,
around?
they're gonna bring that back. They got the food truck.
Near the new objective HQ.
Delta, sit rep.
Command, this is Bravo.
Bravo, make it a
I
sit
command,
rep.
you're Alpha. I command.
Go ahead, Alpha.
I'm told to high command.
This is High Command, send traffic.
Can we pretty please have a fix on this Panther?
That's a negative. We do not
Grab
have
what
the
assets
tools
you
necessary.
can out of it.
Copy.
So I'm going to now send the other
Command.
precaution,
Delta's negative, sit rep now.
this Marshal over.
There were 7
Grab what
people
you can
still
out of
on the
the-
new objective.
Grab what you can out of the vehicles.
This group's also going to come in.
Bravo through Echo, finish up the new objective quickly, and then start working on the town.
Command, be advised, Ghost Team is in supporting fire position. Alpha can push on Tanawaka if they need to. They also have a clear fallback point towards us if they need to.
Did you copy that?
So I got those
Alpha
two,
copy,
but then I
sweet.
get outflanked by
Acquired
Derek
2
right
IDAP
there.
vehicles. Do you want us to fall back?
And it looks like they got that drone too.
Send 2 guys back with them.
Nice.
I'll send
So
a
they
reinsert
traded it out.
vehicle with your 2 guys.
They got him.
Copy that.
So Modic will be able to medic them up, but yeah, that's the entire FIA cache.
Alpha,
just
be
had a man
advised, you have
down
an
that they brought up.
APC fucking fallback route to Ghost position is no longer viable. Suggest pushing off to your fucking east.
They need to get these trucks out here, else that APC will tear them apart. Looks like this APC's having a bit of a pathfinding issue though, but now she's continuing on routes. How long till the deal is done? They still have another 17 minutes before I get some guys in here and drive them off. So I guess I'm gonna have to just drive this idiot manually.
Alpha, be advised, APC is moving towards you position at this time.
We have eyes on. We have eyes on.
Get the fuck, get
Whoever
those
has
vehicles
dead
moving, go,
goal.
go, go, go!
Whoever has dead goal in their unit, can you tell them to drive back as the only person in that off-road, which we only have 2 of now? And please inform your guys that command is running reinserts. Don't just take vehicles out of our arsenal.
So I'll keep on
This is
Overwatch.
Bravo.
That food truck got disabled, but they were able to get the water truck away, which is great.
This is Grand Command. Send it.
Nice little bonus. They've got 2 trucks right there, 2 other police fix they can take. Otherwise, now they're just firing back and forth with this group. FIA were all foot patrol. They didn't have any vehicles here, but I mean, just look at all the bodies. So after that group of FIA is dead, we still have a lone survivor here. I think it's about time we have these guys just pull back at that rate, because that mission is pretty much done.
Go ahead, Bravo.
And that drone's going to pull back.
The FIA supply cache in the ruins northbound, about
Let's
200
give
meters.
them a warm welcome, shall we?
Hang on, are
We
you
have
going?
found
Have
we
that
have
thing
found
stay right there.
3 cache supplies of weapons, ammo, and some medical
Let's
supplies.
give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Understood. Our command will send vehicles to collect it. If there are any vehicles there, send them back as well.
Let's have a bit more fun
Already
here.
done.
Solid copy.
Yeah, Monodic seems to have definitely like medic of the day. Ooh, it just got really quiet. Oh shit. So let's give him a warm welcome. This is so cheap. There we go. Andruza needs a teleport to HQ. I don't know what HQ means. Does he mean that? I have no idea. That's pretty much done. This is High Command. Be advised, those supply caches will be picked up later. That was meant to be the 3rd mission regardless. So you can take what you need to still complete the 2nd mission, but you don't have to ferry the supplies within those crates back to base. I will take care of that for next time.
Understood. Thank you, High Command.
Zeno, friendly
All
fired.
units at that objective, moving on foot to your next objectives.
071. I can't open the map.
Echo to command.
Go ahead, Echo.
So yeah, one of those things just cooked
We're
off.
to the east of the FIA supply cache marker, pushing across the bridge towards town.
So otherwise,
Delta is right.
Delta is
right.
they got the ambush done. Marshall's gonna come back. I don't know what he wants from me, because I think he means a supply cache, but again, I don't
Command,
know.
be advised, due to some guard machine gunner, the one of the ammo caches has been destroyed.
That wasn't... Something exploded.
Not naming names.
All I really need.
All units that are at the 3rd
Well,
objective
check at the end of this.
should be moving away from that objective
11
on
minutes
foot
till
without
I
shooting
move
at
the
the
stuff
objective
back.
and leaving that stuff there.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what he meant by HQ, so... Yeah, FIA's dead. 11 minutes now until I basically get one of the gendarmerie guys and drive this off. I'll task it to Georgetown. I'll have these guys get ready to go.
This is Charlie Lead. Where exactly should the forces in by the FIA
I'm
supply
gonna manually drive this idiot back.
south?
But yeah, I guess we're gonna end like super early today, because that's all the ops I have done that are planned. Yeah, I mean that
So,
today
let's give him a warm
today
welcome,
ended
shall
up
we?
being just one of those days. It happens all the time. I'd say at least once a month, but you know, that's okay. They got the third mission done early. That's gonna give them a weapon upgrade. Here, we still have this one unit. I'm listening to footsteps. Did you hear that? That wasn't mine. Just doing a little bit of hunting. Damn it, I was hearing someone's footsteps. I don't hear them anymore. But I did just see movement. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Come on, this is Charlie. They want to turn RT being back to base at this time.
Echo to command, we're being engaged at the bridge from the northwest. Looks like the FIA is coming after us.
Copy that, Echo. Do you feel confident in your ability to engage them and win?
Can you beat the Liru?
Command, this is Delta. Should we move backwards? Half Echo, or should we move to the next objective?
Negative. We spent enough time on the last objective. Move to the Tanoa Sugar Company and use that as your objective. Let them deal with the bridge, and then once everyone is back in this town, get on the main objective, the bank job.
Copy, we're moving to the sugar factory.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
This is Charlie. We are RTB back to base. We are reefing and ready to go out. He wants to go to.
Gotta be quicker. Alright, I think that's good enough. This guy got in a few licks.
Charlie.
So we're gonna have him fall back.
Command,
Going in that
team,
direction.
any of those vehicles manage to
7
make it out of
minutes
the
left.
fucking, secondary AO or primary.
Where did
AO?
my marshal go? I decided to go over here.
From what I'm hearing, both of them did.
Both of them did. They only got, well, they got the Hemet and they got one of
Roger, I
the
see
water
one
trucks
vehicle
out.
left behind back here.
But yeah, that thing's pretty much smoked. But yeah, no one's going for this new spot. I think they're coming down by foot. So there'll still be the ability to get those trucks out and then all these civilian Vics out, but
This is Charlie, message over.
otherwise we're gonna complete that money deal, and then when the larger force comes in, we're gonna start doing that. Actually, heck, that base was looted, so I'm gonna just call in some units right now. So we'll do an LZ back here. Rally point will be over here, and then spawn units. We're going to have the volcano come over. Helicopters, it's going to RTBD spawn. We're going to do a Huron that'll be armed. It'll drop a rifle squad, and they'll go check out what happened over at that facility. But 6 minutes until the deal concludes. It's going to be a failed objective, simply because no one's out here. What's that's coming up to check it out, but if the Vic's destroyed, the food is also considered destroyed, unfortunately.
This is Charlie.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Oh, look at that. The A actually was able to get out of here.
What do you want Charlie
These
to do
guys
right
are still
now? We're
freaked
sitting
out,
at
too.
base.
I don't think we're
I'd
going to
like you
do
reinsert
CTRG,
to
because
the
this is all
rally
supposed to be
point in
light.
whatever way you can to avoid contact with whatever's been engaging Delta, and start getting on the main objective.
So let's load these guys in the van.
Right, command, be a update from Coast team, you have a chopper inbound towards the Tanawak AO at this time.
Gonna get these guys in the Vic. No,
Sounds
stop
like
it.
a big one. Huron.
Here, I'm also gonna sneak in a second infantry team.
Echo command.
Actually, we'll sneak in a CTRG team
Go
because
ahead,
you guys
Echo.
want to see that.
The
And once that
force
puppy
that attacked
lands,
us
I'll hit the G
disengaged.
key,
Do
get
you
them
want
out,
us to head towards the rally point
and
or
we'll have
follow them
them,
in
you know,
pursuit?
sweep
Yes,
around,
because
see what the
they'll
hell's
probably
going
lead
on.
us to that cache.
Negative, do not follow in pursuit. Go to the rally point, get ready to engage.
They already got the cache.
The objective
Copy
is
that.
your main
Copy
priority.
that.
So, here we go. CTRG out first. And they took fire up there. See, there is a dead body, so they're going to definitely go check out what the hell's going on over there. That team's moving in. 4 minutes till I move these four. God damn it. Can we get you in the Vic? They're in the money. Ah, so this is what Call of Duty meant when you were playing gun game and the top 3 slots were the winners. This is what in the money is like. Except they're vibrating. But these trucks, actually, I didn't realize they could store people in the back. This means they can fit a lot of people in them. These are some really good transport Vics. Nice.
This is Command Send to Delta.
So what's that's down here? I
We're
guess he's looting
beginning
bodies.
the
Nice.
The Tanoa Sugar Company.
So we're probably not going to use that
Copy
road
that,
because we
we'll
heard a
chopper
lot
the
of
chopper.
gunfire.
Chopper
He
is
was able
out
to
of the
get out of there.
AO. It has offloaded troops.
So they're going to move in.
Into Tanakoa.
We're going to say these two groups are going to get in their police Vics and come help escort this group. We've got reinforcements coming in.
Alpha, sit rep.
I'm going to have this marshal come right here and secure this back road for these vehicles to basically come up this main road.
to the target zone. We're going to hit the money truck.
And yeah, I'll have them sent up
Copy
to
that.
this location. That should be good. So 3 more minutes. Trying to have these patrols come in. Let's set them to careless so they stop being retarded. Set this group to careless as well. Full, standing. Now if I set them back to aware, I hope that overrides. Yes. Awesome. And then same with you. They'll get into those Vics and come in.
This is Bravo.
Oh, meanwhile, what's that doesn't
Send it, Bravo.
realize he's got this squad coming in to check out what happened to this facility.
From Raleigh Point
He needs to get out of here now, or else he will quickly become a Sharkbait Urawa. So yeah, he's got one of the commando weapons with a 40 Mike underbarrel attachment as the squad comes in. I think they told him.
Bravo. If you could let
Yep, they're
Delta
tracking.
take care of the
So
sugar
what's
company,
that?
I'd like you guys to move into
As I
the
say it,
town of
coordinating with
Tanakoa
this team,
and help Alpha with the
disengaging.
main objective.
Nice to see. 2 minutes.
Solid
Oh,
copy.
I'm hearing some shots.
Same thing goes
So
for
what's that
Charlie,
order
go
them
for the
to
main
go
objective.
open fire? We'll suppress back. I think my rounds are short. Then again, they're pretty heavily up there. Let me re-bipod. I think I got dead goal with that. That is how you suppress, though. RPG goes out, hits that APC. Nice. 1 more minute, though, till I pull these guys out. Both of these cars are secured. I'm going to send them up and over as an advanced group. We're going to go secure that location. And then when I see 15 strike right there, we will send these guys back. But yeah, that was a good 45 minutes for this, 30 minutes for the deal to take place. another 15 minutes kind of as, you know, planning phase and deployment phase for the troops. But it's unfortunate that the third objective kind of went prematurely there, and Drew's just driving it possibly to loot some of these bodies. That is not a bad idea if they want FIA level gear. But now Eander's charging in. We've got some Gendarmerie forces around already firing on Eander. So he's gone prone. And now he's taking shots from behind from that other guy in that sentry team. So he's going to run inside and try his best, because he's definitely pushed up ahead of everybody else here. And the time is 9:15. Oh shit, I opened the map again. I need to stop doing that. If you catch it quick enough, you should be okay, but some of the guys that were here since I started the stream can tell you that it'll fucking crash you if you're not careful. So this two-man team will come in. I want to set this guy as oh, I need to put his fuel in. Alright, now we can go. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Careless, hold fire. Come on, we gotta get out of here. Don't make me have to frickin' drive your ass manually. Come on. Alright. Get him out of here. Otherwise, they're pushing in. They're putting some smoke in front of Whiskers there. And there goes the truck. Send in. Now the big fight begins. Now. Ramirez, 999, 3 months in a row. Great to see. Oh, no. You're not driving back into the AO, you frickin' idiot. Ooh, they blew up some of those civilian Vics, too. That's not good.
Echo to command.
Alright, we need to get out of
point.
here. But thank you for the 3 month in a row sub, my friend. Hope you keep enjoying the content. Always glad to see people subbing. I'm already taking shots. This NATO guy's probably shitting bricks right now. He's leaving what was supposed to be a peaceful transaction.
Squads be advised, Ghost Team engaged some of the special forces towards the eastern side. Mark Alpha on map. Bloody their nose a little bit. Moving to get in support for you guys.
Alright, we're up with the police units now. Come on, buddy, just finish your damn route. I don't want to have to drive you all the way over there. Grizzly managed to kill himself somehow. That's not good. Yep, these forces are now pulling back. So I'm going to say at 9:30, NATO's going to give its massive counterattack, which gives the player base a lot of room to work around with what they've got going. And especially, so it looks like this other team was actually never able to grab its police fix, so I'm going to quickly try to get away here. Oh, one of them used a 40 mic. No! Oh, you fucked the wheels, dude. You just had to shoot me in the head. Oh. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Otherwise, I would have actually cooked it off myself, but
the sugar factory yet?
glad to see that didn't kill anyone that time. So we've got these two trucks they can loot that
Say
they
again, Charlie?
probably are going to need to loot. Otherwise, that money Vic is away, going with this nice little police escort convoy. So mission 2 was a fail, but mission 3 was a good success. I think we'll have the NATO reinforcements come from over here, and we'll do the reinforcing in a similar fashion to how we normally do things. But we're going to send or at least I'm going to prep a Ghost Hawk to send in about 5 minutes, give or take. And then in the coming 5 minutes, we will then send in the convoy.
Go ahead, Alpha.
We engaged and destroyed all the guys around the money car, but the money car went away.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So I can also
direction
grab
did
this
the money
fuel
car go
truck.
in?
There's no way in hell they're going to be able to follow that money car.
We believe.
Do you have any vehicles to pursue?
Nah, they kind of
Yes,
blew up everything.
we have looted the semi truck.
If you think you can catch up to it, go for it.
We'll go.
Command, this is
Other
command.
units. Go ahead, Delta.
We have captured the 2 vehicles in the Tanoa sugar factory. Should it drive them back to base?
Yep,
Yes,
they need to bring them back.
to base.
Okay, I'm putting 2 guys and driving back. The other forces will
So I'm
leave
gonna
at
put
that
that there
point.
as kind of a buffer for them to try to pursue, but they need to start grabbing what they
Unless
can
other forces,
and bringing
unless
things
you guys
back.
think you can catch up
So they
to
got
it,
the
just bring
drone.
all your guys back.
Great. But vehicles are what's lacking here. So the next batch of objectives are probably going to be pretty close by, at least
by
the
the way,
first
Liru,
mission.
nice Payday 2 reference again.
Oh, the money
Say
van.
again, all squads but Alpha.
You know, that's a
fall
good
back.
point. You can use those things like
Insert vehicles are coming to pick you up.
Understood, falling back.
oh, the bank job. That's it. Yep. Payday 2 reference. I get it. I don't even know
If
if
you
I make
can,
these
loot
references.
bodies right now.
Randomly think of them.
Until we see a attack on us, let's do what we can.
So everyone that's still alive, I'm gonna have them try to.
Don't worry about Ghost Team, we're
pull
falling back
out.
at this time. Moving towards our vehicle.
Otherwise, these guys are coming up. Trying to give them a bit of time to, like, push up and loot, but I think they're just gonna grab that. They're gonna go for it, but they're gonna meet a very big demise. I guess I'll just send it towards the edge of the town. But this isn't gonna go too well. We're not going to have a Blackfish gunship wreck the AO, but I do have plans for that. It's because I don't want it to focus on hitting vehicles that they're trying to pull out of the AO. So who's ready for some comedy? So I'm going to lower this guy's speed. And that's what happens when you start charging into enemy territory that you don't know.
Are any squads close to the rally point right now?
No rushing.
Delta is heading there in 2 trucks.
Charlie is also in the same trucks. We're just passing the fuel point to the southeast of the ready point.
Copy that.
Echo
I've got a
currently
truck
close to
here.
the
I've got a truck here for any reinserts that, or any exfil that you guys can't pick up in those trucks you brought.
This is High Command. Mission will still be live. If you want to move to debrief, feel free to move to the debrief channel. This is all the ops I had planned. We'll talk about why things went the way they went, but please also note I will still be actively Zeusing because I have some timers set. So, again, if you're back at base, feel free to move up at the debrief channel. If you're still in the AO, feel free to keep looting, but be advised that's going to change very soon. 2 minutes, I will send in the ghost hawk.
Guys who are looting, I'll wait for you at the rally point. Once you're done, get it back out of here.
But yeah, there's no me just simply ending the scenario. You know, they can pick up what they want. I'm seeing a good exchange of guns, so they're taking CTRG guns for NATO guns.
And squad lead,
But stuff
we
like
get
this
everyone
is what
into,
you want
like,
to take.
a different
Also,
vehicle?
I want to keep the mission file running. Hearing some shots.
Who is the
Don't
guy
worry about
in
Ghost Team,
one
we're
of the
almost done with our
squads
ship.
spraying?
Unknown who's in my vehicle.
And they've got only 2 boxes to store all this stuff. So let's
I'm gonna
quickly
take them
check
back to
what
base
they got
before
here.
they throw a grenade or some stupid
That's
shit.
useless. That's useless. This is all good
Squad
stuff,
leads,
but
please police your shit.
UAV bag, that's great. Yeah, so some of this stuff they don't need, other stuff's good. Also note this, you did get 2 out of 3 supply caches, so out of the stuff that was grabbed, the TRG series, both 20 and 21s will be your next default loadout, except for a few of the AK variants. And you just won't get the equipment that also came, because the equipment cache was the one that blown up for whatever explosive got detonated by one of your players near the caches that caused it to cook off. So they're falling back and looting, but I'm just saying that so whatever they want to store in the brown box will be stored properly. So, who's ready? Variants, I know, I can't pronounce that word right. I'm horrible. So we still got people clearing these things out. It's 9:25. Let's send in our Ghost Hawk. And I want to bring this waypoint back so it'll start circling this AO and murdering everything it sees. With its chain guns. We're not going to do cluster bombs because, well, you know, NATO has to follow the laws of war. So, fortunately, we can't just cluster bomb the entire town. At least civilian-wise, things were done pretty well, so. Units are pulling back at this time. After I get this in, any units that are still straggling around, I will put teleporters down to assist with them, but everyone else should be good here. Just have some broken wheels. And other things to deal
Echo to
with.
command.
Go ahead, Echo.
We're approaching the rally point. Is there still any chance of a FIC?
I can come back for you after I'm done. 3 Chucklefucks decided to unload full magazines into the woods once the op was quote-unquote over, so I decided to get the fuck out of there.
Let's give him a warm. So I'm trying to have him swing around. We also have the Marshal coming in, and we'll start sending in, like, everything in the next few moments. So we'll take the LZ marker over here, put it right there. We'll take the RP marker, put it right there. And I'm just going to start having this Marshal circle around. So it started firing at Hob, which actually saved Mod Addicts. So Mod's going to be able to get away. Just going to put a shit ton of rounds in there. Is that Deadwalker firing at me? Oh, and Modadek gets swatched. That's a new word. And otherwise, we just have people chilling at the rally point. They managed to knock off a few of her wheels, actually, so that's very well played. They're trying to get an RPG ready to go. But now we're going to call in some chopper support. Does my gunner see anything? There we go. She's firing. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Deadwalker got hit. So let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? And there goes ASF. So we'll keep that chopper around. All forces, be advised, I'm going to set up a network of teleporters for all forces that are not back at base so we can prioritize getting any loot into the brown boxes that people want to save. Otherwise, if you're at base and you feel sorted, feel free to disconnect. The ops are done for today. We will begin the briefing hopefully in about 5 minutes. Let's see. So player, create teleporter.
High Command, do you want the vehicle drivers to bring those cars back to the base, or do you want them to teleport as well?
Roger, they can teleport. I'll keep track of the vehicles themselves. Otherwise, thank you for playing. Hey guys, so yeah, just hold on. Wait, this isn't T4. Yeah, so just start teleporting to base here, guys. Missions are complete. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Bring the Vic over here. Okay. Hey, Jason? Yeah, so any gear you want to save, just use the teleporter, come back to base. We're just, I'm cleaning up at this point, so, yeah, just use the flagpole, teleport to base. Yeah, no problem. And I'll manually bring your Vic back for next week. I'll just get it sorted right now. The little boring things. Hey, Jen. So, yeah, we're just having everyone RTB. I'll take care of the vehicle, save it for next week. Here's the teleporter. Just get back to base, and if you want to save anything, put it in the brown boxes, otherwise DC.
Yeah, I was actually trying to find this.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'm just moving everyone now to get things covered. Alright, at this time, everyone is back at base. I will move to the debrief channel and begin the debrief, and then after that, I will start making sure that everything in the brown boxes are good, as well as all vehicles and stuff. Overall, good job. I'm going to tab out here. I'm going to put TeamSpeak up, and let's have this debrief.
Grizzly58, do not poke me.
All right.
Send me a message.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
open text.
sorry about
Shut
that.
up.
I was just making sure everything's cleaned up. I will make sure that everything in the brown boxes are kept for next time again. With the third mission that was done there, I'm going to manually put in the TRG-21s within your arsenals and your loadouts. That'll be fine. Also, there was a small glitch with the loadouts. For some reason, the UGL guys got the AK variant of UGL. I didn't mean for that to happen. You guys were supposed to just have a AK-74 and a bunch of grenades, so I guess you got a little nice card there. But let me debrief on the 3 missions real quick. So, first mission went pretty well. The only thing that I should really put of note is that you guys lingered in that AO way too long for looting, and I showed you guys what happens when you linger too long without actually completing the objective. Please also note that things are run on a timer for each of these missions, so I will be behaving based on that timer that I've made previously for the mission. But you got all of the Vics out. Comian got the first Vic out, being one of the sole survivors of that group. And I think it was Delta who was holding the ambush to the north where I was bringing the reinforcements in. Very good job.
That's Alpha.
I heard a lot of different squads there, but whichever squad that was responsible for it, really good job holding back the reinforcements. Even the first marshal of the super convoy that was supposed to push you guys out, you guys actually disabled with your mines and rockets. So that was pretty surprised to see you push that convoy back a little longer. That allowed even more players to get out of there with some loot. So very good job completing that. Second mission, I can't say too much on because the second and the third mission kind of got blended together. The reason that quote-unquote small ambush wasn't so small is because 200 meters to the north was the third mission's main objective. And the FIA were planning to also go for that money truck as you guys were going for it, similar to how they attacked you in that first mission too. The only issue is you drove a car and then sent a bunch of reinforcements to defend the one guy that survived in that. Whoever's mic is doing that, please stop. Basically, that little like one squad on one squad contact turned into a massive firefight between both factions, and both sides just kept sending their reinforcements to the point the FIA ran out of guys. All the forces I had set up to hit the money convoy pulled back, and there was just massive firefight that happened to the point where I didn't want to, then spawn in more units on top of that because I want to keep things even and balanced. So I just let the third mission start. And second mission unfortunately failed because the timer for the AO just simply ran out, and then I pulled the truck north. And one group tried to engage, but well, they met Mr. Marshall, and Mr. Marshall isn't really nice. So yeah. Other notes to say: good job on both of the hidden objectives for the second mission. You got the water truck out from the really hidden area, that little depot. The food truck unfortunately got shot by the Marshal and was destroyed, but you got that water truck out, which is great. You also got a Hemet transport truck out, very good to see. And you got the two, regular trucks out from the Tanoan sugar plant, which I had for you guys to basically, add to your vehicle pool. And then one of the Gendarmerie police trucks that was there got away. The other one was destroyed, so that's fine. Other miscellaneous notes I want to say, starting again with the first mission. I don't know what Andrewsa did. I think he was the last person to damage that one Gendarmerie vehicle, and that's what killed, literally 15 of you. Most of you got back up because of Modidic's amazing medicing. Shout out to him, by the way. Great medicing tonight. But, Andrews, do you want to give your 2 cents on that? Because I don't know.
I actually kind of know what may have happened. I tried to get into the vehicle,
He had
and
minus
then
14
obviously somebody got
kills.
into the vehicle before me, but I had really clicked middle mouse button, and it's possible that actually planted a landmine. Because normally the very first option when you scroll wheel is place landmine. So
Oh.
instead of getting into the vehicle now, which was now occupied, I may have actually planted a mine, which then somehow took out the entire squad, even though when the vehicle blew up. Something set the mine off, it set the vehicle off, which killed everyone. That is what I think happened.
So basically, instead of technically accidentally team killing, you technically deliberately accidentally team killed everybody with a mine. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Shit happens. That's all right.
Close enough.
Second thing I want to talk about was I don't know what happened with the squad that secured the for I guess technically the third mission's objective. The squad that was securing the caches, but something blew up in there, and one of the caches blew up. Someone want to elaborate?
What happened was that someone placed a mine at their feet.
Yeah,
and then they decided
I figured.
to look directly at it. We tried to get away with it, but that kind of exploded because he decided to stay on top of it for too long.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in our squad as well.
I figured that by the
Pretty sure
trailer.
by that logic, friendly mines killed more people than they killed enemies.
Yeah, friendly mines
Mines are
did
pointless,
a
don't bring
big amount of casualty. I will take them out of the general loadouts and just have you
'Cause if
guys
they're
loot them
doing-
because, they were responsible for at least 20 casualties tonight. Sure, they did a lot of good in the first mission. Dad, go let me finish. Sure, they were really good in the first mission for stopping the reinforcements, but I think they got the same amount of NATO kills and FIA kills as they did Syndicate kills. So I will rework the mission file as so. But I will make them in the virtual arsenal for anyone to pick up and use, preferably the engineer, and I will take care of that accordingly. Now, for the broken wheel thing and the engineer not being able to repair them, I will look into that. We had a similar issue in the last campaign. We were able to get it fixed for a few weeks, then Arma updated and fucked it up, so I'll look back into the issue with anti-static and get that fixed. Any vehicles I find in the AO that have broken wheels, I will just refund you guys. We'll be nice about it. And, so Simple rules again. The brown box stuff will stay in. I'll tweak the loadouts. And just remember, every week a food truck and a water truck will be consumed, and they both have multiple different forms. So anything you see with that IDAP food stuff in the back of it, you should probably take with you. And anything with any like either watermarks or if they markings that indicate they have water, or like blue barrels in the back, because the blue barrels are water. You should also consider looting that.
What are the consequences to not doing that?
We starve.
You starve and the campaign ends and we move on to something else.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, like if I notice you guys like are in a deficit for it, the next mission, like the next missions you will do until you succeed will be for food and water, and it won't be as fun as say like looting an ammo cache for better weaponry, or looting an armory for better equipment and vests, or looting a crashed helicopter to get CSAT equipment. You know what I mean? Like, those are more the boring logistics ops compared to literally I've got 25 different types of missions you guys could do. So, you know, just point it out there.
Well, we tried to get the helicopter, but they couldn't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Due to the engineering issue, I will take a look at that and try to fix it best I can. So,
Would you even let us take in that?
Yeah, if we got the helicopter, would we have kept it?
Technically yes, but if you honestly think having a helicopter at a really small base next to where you're engaging NATO forces is a good idea, let me also say this. There will be some days where the base protection will be turned off and your base may or may not be attacked, and you'll have to move everything from your base to another designated location. If you start doing stupid shit and start leading NATO forces or CSAT forces or anyone else back to your base, so keep that in mind.
Would it be possible to sell captured helicopters to buy other stuff?
That
to the black market.
Yep,
Fuck yes.
there is a black market. I will be talking with the commander and any tier 5 personnel about that. Like the money truck, if you got that, I was going to ask if you guys wanted vests or vehicles or some marksman weapons. You know, there's a lot of different categories I have written down on this little loose leaf piece of paper. This is a pretty immersive campaign, similar to Sniper Wolf's Valiant campaign, but dumbed down a bit. So, you know, it's a little easier and easier to manage for larger groups. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed all of that. Open debrief now. I think I already heard Grizzly talk about if you're a recruit and you want to join in the community, message myself or Grizzly with your forum account, and we will get you sorted for tier 0. And if you want to go above there, we've got a bunch of general trainings on the schedule on our website that you can attend, and we will go from there. So, hope you enjoyed it. Grizzly, what's that? Eander, anything to say?
I can talk about Operation 2 from Ghost standpoint. We function more as a supporting unit in that because we had MG and we were a small fire team, so we were able to
yeah, exactly. Wolf NATO would be able to track the chopper back with GPS.
Amazing how much easier it was to do this operation once we actually had proper recon on where everything was. Unfortunately, everything kind of got fucking sucked towards that one objective. Eventually, I think it was Yander's group moved towards the Hemet mark on map, which was the eastern compound that had the Hemet and 2 times food trucks and about a 4 times squad of contacts. They started engaging, and we were trying to, at the time, move around and get eyes on the marshals. That way, that would be a non-factor. That's when we saw the Panther moving towards the their position. So we started putting rockets on it. It took a few for my guy to get actual hits on it. Decrewed that, and you're welcome, by the way. We then started putting down MG fire on the squads and anything within the town to prevent reinforcements coming towards their position. Unfortunately, the marshal started moving towards them as they were starting to exfiltrate, and I was trying to urge them to move ASAP. Unfortunately, they didn't get everything out. They got 2 times vehicles, I believe, the Hemet and food truck or water truck, 1 and 2. And the 3rd vehicle got shot by the marshal. The marshal then drove into the vehicle, destroying it. We tried to put rockets on it again. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, technical difficulties, the rocket fell about 200 meters short despite being ranged for 500 meters. We then fell back, at which point I decided to move in and try to procure some of the supplies myself from some of the dead guys. I grabbed a PCML, some NVGs, rucksack, couple guns, Spar 16, various ammo types, multiple NVGs. Started falling back. My squad was in a support position again, so as soon as I started taking contact, they were able to put massive fire down on them and draw the attention back towards themselves. I fucking linked back up with them after they fell back a good 300 meters to another supporting position, and started putting more fire down range so that way we could continue supporting the guys that were in the AO. At that point, the fallback command was given. We exfilled from the area and RTB'd.
Good shit.
Yeah.
It's a Go Team 6 image.
Yander, do you have any comments?
Liru, can I ask you like a side question?
Quick thing. If you're gonna send profiles, send them to Liru. I'm gonna go get buffalo wings.
Gotcha.
Tasty.
Cholt, do you have anything to say, or Yander, anything from command perspective or tier 3 perspective?
The first objective, I don't know how much contact. I think Alpha was taking a decent amount of contact. I know Bravo and Charlie were together. It seemed like you guys slowed down a little bit right as you got to Ghost, and it took you a while to get into that compound with them.
Yeah, we're delayed in the town because in the end we broke contact from the town to get out of the town and left out to the deal with the town. Unfortunately, we had casualties at the time, so we had to get the casualties out before we could fully extract. And then also when we extracted, the helicopter kind of crash landed along the route of our advance. So yeah, we got delayed by the helicopter. Yeah, eventually we got into town. Yeah, but it was mostly the town that was delaying us.
By the way, who shot down the chopper?
Which one?
The one.
Yeah, it was
mission.
Alpha.
The one in what?
The very first mission, the one that crashed to the east of the
rail?
IDAP.
Yeah,
Not
us. That was Bravo. I fired that.
Yeah,
of course.
Good shot.
Quick break to people sending me forum links. This is only if you have the gray R next to your name. If you're a tier 0, you need to do a general training. Otherwise, if you're tier 0, you need to, well, as I just said, this is just for recruits to get to tier 0.
I have
their
something,
forum link.
actually.
Go ahead, Yander.
There was a lot of linkering and kind of just standing around. When we do this kind of thing, it's important to keep momentum up always when we're on the offensive. It's the same thing for every up we do here in CSP for some reason. Need to keep moving, boys.
Alright, I'm back.
A question. I got tier 1 on the TeamSpeak server, but tier 0 on my forum account.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
worry about the forum account ranks. That has to be managed by my superiors, and they're a bit lazy on that, so just don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
On the note of momentum, so thank you for fixing your microphone. So on the note of fucking momentum, so when we're doing shit like this, we have what's known as time on target, which is kind of a nebulous concept. It's best described as a limited amount of time to be able to commit actions before reinforcements come on. So we fucking bloody their nose, we get shit, and then we pull the fuck out. And so we have a little bit of time to linger around, but eventually they're going to throw reinforcements in. And that's exactly what happened with the second AO, and that's a perfect example of what went wrong. So Alpha, or whoever was, I think it was Eander, he did fine, but it was an example of what happened. So we fucking bloodied the nose of them, we killed almost everything in the AO, and then a Huron came in, and they had a large reinforcement offload, so it made the fucking AO harder, and so that would have gone a lot more smoother if we hadn't have stumbled upon the FIA camp. So basically what needs to happen in the future is you need to set a time limit, squad leads, individual squads, or fucking overall command. It needs to be done on both levels, depending upon what's going on and a couple of factors. So one of them is where is the nearest fucking enemy reinforcement? Where's the likely reinforcement coming from? Like, what's their ETA basically? How long is it gonna take for them to fucking get on the helicopter or get in the vehicle and drive to the AO to respond to our actions? And the second one is going to have to be like, what's immediately around you? Like, is it worth the fucking risk? Because towards the end of the first operation, the command was told to go towards the downed helicopter, which was completely fucked, by the way. And we started looting shit, but
people are kind of like running around just like herp derp. It's like, come on guys, focus on the objective. So important things to remember: fucking stay goal oriented. What's the overall mission objective? And secondary objectives or concerns should be fucking looting shit like that. Yeah, it's gonna help us out in the long run to loot everything, but it's not necessarily gonna fucking help us if you guys die getting it back to base. So best concept for you squad leads in the future would be say, okay, fucking engage the contacts. Once everything's clear, move in, start looting. Time limit 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. And once you have a fucking watch you can use, you can just double tap 0 and you can time exactly how long it takes. And once that fucking minute's up, say fall back. And then you just fall back.
Not crashed on map anymore. That's nice.
I've got a question for Liru.
Shoot.
So the reason I had people going on that smaller road to the north is because I figured that if we were going to take contact anywhere, it would be on the main road that was going north to south from the town.
Yep.
Was that an incorrect assumption?
No, it was not. It's just that's why I'm not like mad about how that transition went down. It's because there's no way you could know. And I, as the Zeus, suggested the operations accordingly based on how units would react, and that's why I'm not, grinding your balls for that, because that is a very valid assumption to make. The only issue with that logic was it wasn't a small patrol, it was an 8-man team that was quickly reinforced by another 3 8-man teams. And, they brought in their force to, help defend that one point, and then the Syndicate brought in their reinforcements, you guys, and then, it just kept escalating where people kept throwing in reinforcements at that one fight. Meanwhile, you had an objective to do. So the only flaw in that, this is going to be a bit of an extended metaphor, but in EVE Online, some of the biggest battles that involve the Titans, all the super big ships, always start by these very small skirmishes where they don't even have a point. It's just both factions on either team just keep throwing in massive amount of forces until, what do you know, you have this massive firefight. And please be aware that in this campaign, you may have infinite respawns, and something like the FIA, which is enemy insurgent faction, they don't have that luxury. NATO and CSAT do. So if you keep throwing things into the fray, they will keep throwing things into the fray, but they've got much bigger, badder, and scarier assets to use, to the point they might be able to then follow you into your base or start just outright blowing stuff within your base because of the ridiculous range that their AGM support might have. So this is a very good example of what can happen in this campaign and what you need to look out for.
It's basically guerrilla ops, if anything.
Yep.
It is a guerrilla operation.
Yeah, that's what I was about to add. Like, are we supposed to play purely off guerrilla tactics, as in come in, make a quick firefight, and then bounce out of there?
Do we look like a major force? How would we take on NATO?
I got a question for Liru.
That's a good point.
I mean, here's the thing. Let me tackle the NATO question. You don't. The missions I have specifically tailored here are for you to quickly get into an AO, get your objective, and come out. And, quickly grab whatever you might find. Because NATO, it's not a full realistic response, but NATO will respond within 20 minutes. Basic infantry will be called in. When that's blown up, they'll send in a bigger group, and after that, Broken Arrow's called, and then, more and more shit gets thrown in. So just be mindful of that. These AOs, you will always have strength in numbers until, super shit starts hitting the fan. But until then, you gotta really consolidate your forces. Don't jinx it.
Yeah,
but that's just the mindset to have for these ops. Next question, please.
But simple fun fact though, like you don't. We're a tiny group of criminals. We're not going to be able to stand up against NATO when it really starts to throw shit at the walls. So.
Exactly.
On this first objective, the first support objective, we're supposed to ambush the reinforcements. How many vehicles and personnel got killed from that Echo was able to knock out? Never got a count.
You got, I actually don't remember. All I know is you knocked out one vehicle, and I think you killed like 5 or 6 infantry.
Real quick, what was the point of having all those weapons on the table near spawn? Because
that's the tier system for weapons. There's 6 tiers. You're on tier 2 now. Tier 3 are AAF guns. Tier 4 are NATO. Tier 5 are CSAT, and then tier 6 are the 7.62s that the Syndicate normally have. And then you also gain the rocket launchers that'll start being added to the arsenal.
Okay.
And then tier 3 also has S-stars, so we'll start doing diver ops. I'm also thinking about adding a 7th tier that includes the Viper weaponry, but that'll be if the campaign continues to go on for that long. Because this, all missions considered, this is going to be a 3-month slog. I've got a lot planned here.
What tier are we on again?
Because I was looking at
You're
the
on
table,
tier 2.
Okay.
Because I was looking at the table and I was looking at like some of the LMGs because I was noticing there were 9.3, 7.62.
Yep.
I was curious. They were really tempting me.
Yep. You won't be able to grab them anyway. You can try, but they're disabled simulation, so you can't touch them. I will also next week be adding a table for vests and other equipment, and just showing that off. And please be aware, by the end of this weekend, preferably by tomorrow afternoon, I will have a video talking about this campaign and everything I want to go. I just got to review my stream footage and see how difficult I want to make this. But overall, I think you guys did pretty well, so it's good benchmark.
What schedule is it? Because I've been away for a while. Is it Schedule B?
This
switching over?
Next week is Schedule A. Do be aware, though, that I will be merging both Schedule A and B and just having what's stated on Mondays and Thursdays just as alternating days. One final thing I should say is Wednesday stuff is being moved to Thursday, and it's switching with Ambiguous's fixed wing training because I can no longer do stuff on Wednesdays. I'm going to end the server now, guys. I collected all the information I needed from the arsenals.
One quick thing. I feel like we should have chat as a marker to see which tiers.
No.
And we're done.
No.
Question.
No, shut up. Pertinent, shut up. Pertinent questions. What's going to be the armors for next op? What armor level are we going to have? Tactical vest, plate carriers?
Since the equipment in the FIA cache that had the armor got blown up, you aren't going to get anything. Because someone put a mine down and happened to cook off that specific crate.
Fucking...
Okay,
real quick. Mines need to be limited to
Yeah,
engineers.
I'm going to again take them out of the loadouts. But I mean, you weren't meant to blow them up, but somehow you did, and I gotta make it so yeah.
Or even better, just not have any mines and have it only specifically not a retard.
Nice.
How are we
like recon?
Just a
use them when you fucking need them to. Like, if you know you're gonna set up an ambush, not when you're fucking like. That's annoying.
Anyway, if that's it,
cannot
I'm
play
gonna
Saltism.
go and start
actually,
working
I
on.
one more question.
Oh my god. Is it
sorry.
pertinent?
Yes.
All right, Jen, go quick.
Was there a well, I was down and the timer ran out. Didn't with the between the last op and this op was the bleed out timer changed to a shorter
Bleed
timer?
out is 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
I don't remember what I put it on for the CSAT campaign. I might have put it at 5 minutes, which is what we used for modded content, but I'm moving it to 2:30 because you have no body armor. A bullet's gonna tear right through you. You're gonna bleed out quicker. So
okay.
Things will be adjusted as the campaign continues, but you got to get better gear for it. ASF, last question, then I'm gonna go.
I just wanted to point out that the crate that was destroyed, it still had similar equipment to one of the other crates that survived, with the exception of glow sticks. So no one's gonna care about that.
I have things written down on this 8.5 by 11 piece of paper what each crate means. I'm not gonna manually go in and spend 20 minutes putting stuff into a crate because that's not worth my time. I have 25 other things I could be doing. So, just putting that out there.
Alright, well.
You did mention Viper guns, so we'll meet Vipers in the mission?
Probably. Let him go.
Well, one last thing, then I'm going to end on. Think about it this way. You're trying to basically start up a criminal empire. Great. That means you're going to have to weaken NATO so you can do stuff. What happens when you weaken NATO on the global scale? CSAT's going to notice. CSAT comes in. Future missions might have CSAT. Good luck. Have fun. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this mission. This was pretty fun to do. Go operate operationally. Stream is pretty much over tomorrow. We have Tier 1 ops from noon to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Rhodesian light infantry ops from 8:30 to 10:30. Then we've got Tier 2 ops and Tier 3 ops on Sunday. And hopefully we'll start the Tier 4 ops within the next week or two. We've just been changing the model of how we're going to do them, but I've got a campaign in the works, and I just need to make mission files and critique the mod secs. I literally said critique. That was a mixture of perfect and critique, and I just came out of my head, man. Go operate operationally. I need to go take a fucking nap, and take care.